Greetings and welcome to ruralvacantland.com, where we have easy, cheap land priced 50 to 80% below the competition. Today I'd like to show you a 20-acre parcel I have in Barstow, California. So here's Las Vegas, here's Los Angeles, and the 15 runs between Riverside and Las Vegas, and Barstow is the main action along the way, the main metropolis. So if we zoom in on this one, see if I can fly into it, you can see we're pretty much in town. We're kind of on the side of town, but town's growing around it. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see that Interstate 15 runs to the south of this property, heading towards Vegas. 40 breaks off. There's some rail lines that run through here, so there's a lot of like shipping and distribution and stuff where things move from rail to freeway here, and that's part of the industrial business of the area. So we've got some pictures. Let's see if we can pull up some pictures that people have taken. So here's a view of the valley. That's the freeways going by, people driving by. This is probably a good picture. This is the valley. So down in this valley is this property. There's houses and schools and Home Depot, Walmart, restaurants, grocery stores. This area is happening. Let's go to the internet and see if I can show you some more. So first, let's talk about price. I pulled this up on Zillow because this is town, and I sorted by vacant land only and the cheapest vacant land in Barstow. So here's the 15, here's the 40. This property's in here somewhere. Here's one for 40. But so if we look at the prices of what other people are charging, the cheapest land that's on Zillow is $2,400 for 2.5 acres, $3,000 for 2.5 acres, $4,900 for 5 acres. And it starts going up from there. But the property I have is 20 acres, not 5 acres or 2.5. We're talking 20 acres. Here's a 10 acre for $8,000. 4 acres for $8,000. Let's see if we can find. Here's 10 acres for $9,000. What's the cheapest 20 out there? Here we go. 20 acres, right in that same area, roughly for $10,000. I want to be less than half of that, and so I was thinking $3,900 for this one. $3,900 for 20 acres in Barstow, California. That's pretty cheap. That's hard to find anything like it. If we go to LandWatch, which often has cheaper properties than Zillow, for my opinion, still the cheapest thing I could find in Barstow was $10,000. I think it's the same property, besides other ones that I have for sale. 20 acres for $10,000 is the cheapest 20 acres I can find in the area, and I'm asking $3,900 for this one. And I'm selling. I'm pricing it low because I want it to sell. I don't want it to sit there for sale forever. So here's a place marker of where it's at, and I've got GPS coordinates. I'll put in the description below this video, as well as on my website ruralvacantland.com. There you can click on it. You can zoom in on the map and you can look at the area yourself. And you can look at the little roads that come around. One of the things I thought was interesting is this little park over here. There's a park. Let's see if I can zoom in, because you can get a street view of it, and you can see kind of the area. I was just looking at it. Let's see if I can pull it back up. So the city's paying for this water here. And it's they've got a baseball field, some picnic tables, bathroom, trees, some bleachers. This is a baseball field, grass. It's full of grass, and here is the scenery. So this scenery, here's the mountain lines off, but this kind of ground in the background is what I imagine the property to look like. It's not right here. It's up this valley a bit before you get to the property. It's back behind this stuff. But here you can see Google's view of this kind of bush ground that the property is made up of. I think some of it's a little bit lower topography and some of it's a bit higher. So maybe when it rains, part of the property is in this dry riverbed, and then, but I still think part of it's out of the dry riverbed. So even when it does rain, I think part of the ground's still above the water. And then you can see, I think that's Interstate 15 that cuts across that riverbed in the background. So let's move on. So I pulled up directions to Walmart, and Walmart's 2.2 miles away. They got walk-in directions to Walmart with this kind of distance. I pulled up Home Depot. So if you're buying land, you're probably going to buy supplies next to build something. That's 10-minute drive, 5 miles. 5 miles away. They give you a couple different directions to get there. Elementary school. This is in town. I mean, if you have kids, elementary school is not very far away. It's like 1.5 miles to the closest elementary school. There's a middle school, just over 2 miles away. High school is 2.3 miles away. So you've got schools right there and close. And there's other little parks around town too, besides just the one that was closer to the property that I showed you. There's a bunch of little parks around town. I pulled up the taxes on this thing, and it looks like the previous owner has been paying $32 a year, one-time a year payment, $32 on this one. Really low taxes. So if you're interested in this property, go to my website, ruralvacantland.com, and I'll make a link and get it on there so you can just click on it and check out. $3,900, you can buy 20 acres in Barstow, California. Good luck finding something cheaper than that. If you're interested in this deal, other deals like it, I suggest you go to my subscribe tab and enter your email, name and email, and I'll send you updates as more deals like this come through. I think they'll just keep coming. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and hope to hear from you soon.